President Trump is set to meet with Senate Republicans tomorrow as the government shutdown enters its 20th day. House lawmakers are still on recess as Senate Democrats and Republicans return to the Hill today.
We should be able to wrap this up this week if they will sit down and have a negotiation with us. The president has spent 1 hour negotiating this issue with leadership in Congress. That's it, 1 hour. They need to get in the room and stay in the room until we can hash this out.
This is absolutely, totally ridiculous to sit here and say we're afraid people cannot afford their health care, but at the same time, we're going to deny them their paycheck. Those two things do not match up, and Democrats need to actually be honest about it.
CBS News congressional reporter Taurean Small is back on Capitol Hill with the latest. Taurean, good morning to you. You know, if we pick up from our conversations from last week, nothing changes until the president and Republican leadership can somehow convince Democrats to get on board with what they're trying to pass. But how can they do that?
Well, it's unclear if that's the purpose of this meeting, Errol. We know that the president has been firmly behind the direction of Republican leadership here on the Hill, saying that it's up to Democrats to end this shutdown stalemate. Democrats, including leader Chuck Schumer, said that he has not had any conversations with the White House about any type of resolution moving forward. So it appears that this could be another way for the president to ensure that Republicans are on the same page when it comes to what they're looking for out of this. And so far, it's been to push forward a clean, continuing resolution with no changes to it. We know that Leader Thune is open to other possibilities, but it's unclear whether or not the president will be on board with standalone bills, for example, Errol.
And Senate Majority Leader John Thune says he has plans to bring up a bill that would expect to pay federal workers this week. How might that change the dynamic?
Well, it could be an option or measure to force Democrats' hands here. The biggest message that Democrats have been putting out is that this is the fight for people's health care. And as we heard Senator Katie Britt there in that mashup of sound, she's saying it's a bit hypocritical to say that you're for one thing, but not for paying these same Americans you're looking to fight for. Democrats have said for weeks now that they would be on board with standalone bills. But again, this is just a temporary Band-Aid, a small fix on a larger problem. They still have massive appropriations they have to push out because this stopgap measure would only see the government reopen until mid-November. The problem is with folks not in town, especially on the House side, to do some of that work. It'd be a longer time before we see a longer fix to this issue, Errol.
All right, Taurean Small on Capitol Hill. Taurean, thanks.